if you see the command bar, the moment you have pivot table, on your screen, you will have this new option appearing in the command bar, which is by the name Pivot Table Tools. So if you click on that, you will see the different options that you can work with the pivot table that you have made. And if you recall, if I just place my cursor on the master table, in that case, that pivot table tool option was not appearing. So this particular option will pop up only when we have used the pivot table and the pivot table has been inserted and has been made. All right. So when I click on the pivot table, it will give me that command. If I come out of that command, and even that window will disappear. So I go back to my pivot table because I want to work with the pivot table tools, and I want to see how we can and what extra things we can do. So if you go back to this, you see there are different commands. They're same, more or less same, but with some differences. So you have extra command as options and design, view, review, data, formulas, page layout, insert, home was already there. So the two extra commands that are added in the pivot table are option and design. So if I go to the design option, let me just go to the, if I just click on this, okay, there's no, so it won't help. Okay, so if I just, okay, what I did, I selected the expand entire table, and it has given me the this window which is asking me to choose the field containing the detail you want to show. So even in the pivot table, if you see, it is actually showing all the details. So in the pivot table also, it will give me further option of, hiding the data or selecting the data as per my choice. So if I just want to have, say, roll number, and, if I just make choice, let me see what happens. So if I just say, okay, you will see that only that particular column will appear. So that means that pivot table is having further option of giving, further selection. I don't want to have this small table, so I go back to my original table since I want to work more on this table. So I further go to the other command, since this particular option is not available because we don't have those subsections. The subsections, if you remember, were appearing class wise, they were not appearing name wise. So we don't have that collapse entire field because there are indeed no subsections of the individual students. But had we had class over here, I'm sure the sections will appear. If I just do like that, let me do it. So if I just say class in the column, and if I just say name in the column, and then if I try doing that, maybe it can give me an option. No, it is there are no options indeed. So let me just go back to my original formula, and I want to work on that. So as of now, it's only the count because I actually gave the command of counting the names which are there in the individual classes, and it has indeed given me the count and the grand total at the end, row wise and column wise. So if you see, if you just interpret, in the fifth class there are two students. First class has having three students, fourth class having two students, second class having four, and so on. And name wise also it has given me Black is appearing 1, Bob 2, Gary 1, and so on. Right. So let's go further. If I want to see further, if I go to the design option, this will allow me to work with the report layout, grand totals, subtotals, blank rows, and so let's see what happens if I select that. So if you see, when I click on the design, the different options have come on one side, which will allow me to change the design of my table. So you see the different options are appearing over here. I can select any which I want to have. I can make my table look more attractive. But since that is not the aim, I will just revert to my original table. But I can have the option of making my table more, I can beautify my table by selecting different design options in the design command. I can have this as well. I can use any color depending on my selection. Right. So this was the, oh, I have this that also, but that is too dark. So it is. But remember, the color choice has a logic, and it should have a logic, I believe. We should not be just going by the color that we like, because remember, the tables are there not for you. The tables are there for somebody else to see. So if you make a choice of a color, for example, if you have the background as black, and if you have the for for the front also as a black, then you really can't see the text. So you have to make a combination of a color in such a manner that the data that you want to show is visible. It should not happen that you have made a choice of a color which is very dark in color, and you really can't see, because if you see the background is very dark and the text is there in the white color. So if it is not readable, don't make that choice, because that, and again, that's not the preferred choice. Always the text should be in the black color, because white is something that you can't see very easily, especially in the different color combinations. So for the color choice, please make it very carefully, because if the data that you're trying to show is not visible, the whole purpose of presenting that table is not there. And that is where, often people do that mistake. You can also have these columns, you can have these also, and depending on the option you can select that, right? So I will want to have a simple choice wherein I can easily see the data, and I can easily see the other things also. Oh, so I want to go back again, and let me see what extra things I have. So other thing is, you can also see there are two further names appearing: count of the name, rather there are three names appearing at the top of the table. That is count of the name, we have column label, we have row labels. Normally in the, what happens in whenever we are selecting, and we are selecting pivot table, we normally name the rows, and the count of the name is appearing because that is the heading of the table, you can say that, because this table is actually telling us the count of the individual names that are there in the fifth, first, fourth, second, seventh, and the other classes. So this is the heading. I can change that, and this change will actually happen because, if I let me just try doing the change. I can do that, but the change should also happen in the count. So it will just say sum of the students, but that number will not change. If I just change the text, it will only allow me to change the heading of the table. In a similar manner, I can also change, let's see what extra we can do. If I just go to the row report layout, it is again in the design section only. I repeat one more time what we are doing. I just made the second table for the count of the names in the class, different classes. And when I inserted the pivot table, it gave me this option of the pivot table tool. And in the pivot table tool, you will see the different commands that we can work on. So we working on we worked on the design command, and now we're working on the report layout command. So I hope I was pretty clear. Going further, if I go back to my original sheet, okay. So I go back to the next option which is there in the pivot table tool under design option. If I just click on this, you will see there are three options appearing: show in the compact form, show in the by default it is the compact form which you can see on the screen. We also have the option of show in the outline form. And if you just see in the outline form, those very, where we had the row labels and the class column labels, instead of row label, now I have the name, and instead of the column label, I have the class. Right? I go back again. What I did, if I select the default option, I had this. So I had the row label over here and the column label in my screen. But if I just want to, show heading in the screen, I can easily go back to the design option. I go to the pivot table tool command. Under design, I go to the report layout. In the report layout, I have selected now show in the outline form. So when I select the outline form, this will actually change the row label to name, which is indeed the heading of the row, and the class column label to the class. Right? In a similar manner, if I just select the other option which was there, if I go to show in the tabular form, you will further see another change happening over here in the this form. So the point is this: it will allow you to work with the data, and you can have different layouts, you can have different it is already there in the tabular form. That's why you didn't see a change over here. So I just go back to the compact form. I prefer using outline form. Another thing that you can do is you can also go to the let's see. So you can also okay. So did you notice something when I deselect the column header? By default, it is selected. When I deselect that, that line will go. In a similar manner, if I deselect the row header, you will see the change happening. So if I just click on the column header, which is a default option in any case, this will appear. Because since we have selected the particular design, it is appearing depending on that design. In a similar manner, if I select on the banded rows, you will see different bands will come row wise. And if I select the banded column also, this will give me individual banded columns also. So here what I can do, if I'm trying to show a specific data. Now over here we don't have a specific data because we have all the names and we have all the classes. But if you want to highlight the specific data, then we can have these banded rows and banded columns also. So I just repeat one more time what I did. I deselect the banded rows and columns and I go back to my original form of the pivot table. And if I select that one more time, I will have this in the Excel sheet. And the color is coming because of the selection of a design which I've made. I can have a separate design also. And the colors will, see, the bands will appear only when you have taken the color, uh, in a particular table. If you have a white table, in that case, even if I select the banded rows and the banded columns, then those bands will not appear. The bands will only appear if I select a particular design with the colorful option, like maybe any color. Because bands only make a sense because bands are basically used to highlight a difference, maybe row wise or column wise. So this particular option will only appear when you're selecting the particular, like this, or like this, or maybe like this. Otherwise those bands will not appear. So let me go back to my original white table, and I don't want to have any band, so I just deselect that and I go back to my original form. In a similar manner, if I go back further, you will see some more options appearing over here. You have grand total option just besides the report layout. So I repeat one more time, the design option of the pivot table tool is having 4 options just at the corner if you see. So first was the blank row, which we haven't done as of now, but I'll do that. The first one we did was report layout, which will allow you to have a report in different layouts: compact form, outline form, or the tabular form. Right? So since we have the compact form, let's have the compact form, or we can have the outline form also. In the report layout, this will give you this. Further, we have the option of the grand total. And if you see, it is actually telling me the options like off for rows and column, on for rows and column, on only for row, and on only for column. So by default, the option is it will actually give you the grand total for both grand, your row and grand column. So if I just say off for both row and column, you see the grand total column and row has disappeared. Right? So if I just go back further, I say on for both row and column, they will come back again, because it is not a necessity that in every pivot table you would want to have a grand total. So these are the default. So whatever things you see on first hand in the pivot table, these are all the default options that you see in the table. So I can easily switch it off. I go to the design option in the pivot table tool command, and I go to the grand total. I can easily, if I want to off for both, I can select off for both. If I want only on for both, I can select on for both. If I want only for row, you see it will appear only for row. If I want only for column, it will appear only for column accordingly. All right. So since one doesn't make a sense, I would want to have both. So let me have both for both column and the rows. Let's go back to the next last option is subtotal. If I now in this case we don't have really subtotals, so if I just select that or deselect, it won't really matter. But this will be more important, especially when we are talking about certain marks which are maybe class wise. If if the first class is having certain further subsections, or like in the company we have sub departments. So there might be a situation where we have departments working at the vertical level. So we may have a department as a main department. In A we have A11, and then A11 is having A12 and so on. So subtotal will actually show you the option of that. So do not show will not show you any subtotal